Hello everyone, my name is Jovan, and I just want to thank you for inviting me into your field of consciousness by watching this video, and I invite you into mine. So today I'm meditating, laying here on the grass with beautiful trees surrounding me and a beautiful body of water as well. And I was just tuning into the tree above me, which I'll show you right now. And I received a transmission from Gaia. I do practice spiritual divination arts, healing arts, and I am a channel. And I do occasionally receive transmissions from Gaia or Mother Earth. So this video is not going to be for everyone, I understand. But for those of you that understand that Gaia is a consciousness and she is ascending, she's already ascended, but she just needs to clear out some residual stuff, and most of that residual stuff is our stuff and her stuff as well. Anyways, I digress. So I was laying here looking up at this beautiful tree, and I could feel my heartbeat in my back, connecting into the ground, into Gaia's ground. Felt very connected. Aside from that long introduction, what came through is quite a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and share the transmission that I received when I was in Escondido, California last week at La Jolla Campground. And then I'll probably do a second video about what the information that I received today, just because I feel like it's a lot and some people may not understand. So I feel like perhaps this is a better introduction to that information first. So I was there and was connecting in. I was doing my prayers, my ritual, my ceremony, my meditation, surrounded by beauty, surrounded by huge boulders, trees, plants, water, the wind, the breeze, the sun shining. It was really gorgeous and magical. And so, heart fully open, connecting in to the energy around me, I received the message from Gaia that comes through the trees. And the message was something pretty simple but profound. And so, without further delay, basically, as you know, or some of you know, we live in a holographic universe. For those of you that are far along on the spiritual path, you know that we're spirit first, and matter comes from spirit, and that in reality, nothing is truly solid form, as quantum physics is now beginning to discover and validate what spiritual orders and indigenous people have known for thousands of years, that this is all an illusion, and scientifically it's called a hologram. And basically thoughts are things, and our perception creates the reality around us, right? So as I was there enjoying the beautiful trees and the peace and the love emanating from all things natural, I was like, wow, this hologram is pretty beautiful right here. It's the organic matrix, the original matrix. And I got a very distinct message and call that really touched my heart, and there was a touch of urgency in it. So what was coming through was Gaia, the trees, my surroundings wanted me to remember, just wanted me to remember, wanted me to remember who I am. I've incarnated here to connect in, as many of us have, and seed our consciousness and integrate into this organic matter within this hologram, within this projection, and to remember that, not only to remember that, but to remember her, the Divine Feminine, Gaia, to remember the organic matrix, to remember nature, to remember that this is a huge aspect of our survival, that this is the organic system that keeps us well. This is her consciousness, this is our consciousness, this is our lifeline, and that the urgent message was for us to always remember that, to never forget her nature, to never forget the wilderness and the wildness of who she is, who we are, and that the danger that is happening right now is that as we continue to focus on our mental body and focus on our own little worlds and our own problems and the modern world, and we continue to create more infrastructure and technology, as we continue to insulate ourselves into these little mazes and to these artificial matrices, deep into our own self, preoccupied with self and our own little worlds, into our computers, into our phones, into the TV, and we are forgetting there's a natural world. And the thing is that since thoughts are things and our perception creates our reality, and this is a hologram, this is our co-creation, this is our co-created illusion, for lack of a better word, the more we forget the actual original infrastructure that allows things to function properly, earth, wind, water, fire, the animals, the plants, the trees, our most natural self, the more we forget that, the more it will dissipate and one day disappear. And we will see that in the physical realm, that we see it happening slowly as we continue to build, we continue to tear down our natural environments, we tear down and destroy living habitats and create more infrastructure, more buildings, more shit that is arguable we need or don't need, right? So the more we do that, and the more we tear down these natural wild places, the less people are in them. And that whole saying, out of sight, out of mind, we begin to forget. Again, as we forget in this hologram, it disappears because the thought and the understanding and the consciousness and awareness that it existed is no longer there, so it can't sustain. And so the cry, the urgent cry and the call that I received in my heart so deeply was, don't forget us, don't forget. Remember the natural world. Remember there are forests, remember there are deserts, remember there are mountains, remember there's an ocean. Remember us and we will stay. Remember us and we continue to exist. Because all spirit comes into matter, but through the fact that when we remember what's around, this beauty around us, when we remember the natural world, we continue to sustain it. We continue to give it our attention, our thought, our focus. Our thoughts create our reality. We continue to allow it to live and expand, and not just and not just through this energetic focus, but physically, by conserving it, by taking care of it, by creating programs that protect the land, right? To keep it alive. But if we don't even remember it's here, why would we do that? As a people, as a collective. So many people in the Western world especially are in these mazes, these concrete mazes, living their lives day to day. Most people don't even go outside and enjoy the natural sun, or go to the park barefoot and just walk and enjoy the healing frequencies of nature. Most people are stuck in their job, and they go home and they're stuck in their home, not remembering that that is not life. Maybe it's a part of life, but it's not life. So I'm gonna keep this short because there's more, and I feel like this is the digestible part, at least for people who kind of already understand about how energy works, how focus works, how thoughts create matter. But again, I just want to reiterate the message that I felt so deeply in my heart, and it made me honestly cry. And I was just like so moved by the message to remember where we came from. This is our lifeline. This is our life. This is our well-being, and that there is a real danger we can lose it. I was reassured that from Gaia, I was reassured that nature always finds a way and finds a balance. Nature will find a way to sustain and to rebalance, and will do her best to work with the human species to accommodate. But at the same time, just because we are also a part of nature, we do have a danger of phasing ourselves out as a part of the bigger picture balance. And unfortunately, and sad to say, it would be from our own doing, our self-destructive tendency to disassociate from the lifeline that is called our planet. So, yeah. That is the message. Thank you so much if you listened to the whole thing all the way through. I hope it touched your heart the way it touched mine. And if you have any questions or anything you'd like to add, please feel free. I would love to hear what you have to say. And if there's anything I was confusing about, I would love to clarify and articulate. And I guess I'll do the next transmission for the next video. Alright, have a beautiful day. I want you to see the water one more time. All this beautiful green. No coincidence, the heart chakra is green as well. Love you. Have a beautiful day.